Coaches, final segment here.
Here we go.
Initial coaches show of the
Final edition.
season. As the Jacks again open
Before
up
the
against
night gets
North
wrapped
American
up.
University. That will be Thursday night at 7 p.m. here on Monday nights preceding home football games. So we're at home this Thursday night.
So only the home games is when the coaches shows will happen. That's new.
Against North Texas in Denton.
Because every time they go to a bar weekend, they still have coaches shows.
Back home, I think.
But now home games, just home games. They only have coaches shows.
It'll be the 16th
Like
of
before they
September.
play against the University of Northern Colorado's and Northwestern State,
back here,
coaches shows.
back here at Buffalo.
There's one happening September
For the NCAA
16th.
coaches show, so two straight on the road before we return home here. And McNeese, I mean, that's an early conference game. 3 weeks into it.
Right out the gate. And so I've never coached a game there. I actually started my playing career when I was at Angelo State. Our first game of my college career was at McNeese. And that was made quite an impression. They do it up right down there. There was some tailgating going on and folks everywhere.
They'll always have a big turnout, and they have a big time. They enjoy themselves immensely. The old Cowboy Club down there in Lake Charles, Louisiana, they have skydivers. I guess they still do it. They were still doing it 5 years ago. They had skydivers bring in the game ball. I don't know, 8, 9 years ago.
So we got here
at McNeese, skydiver. The third guy, his chute is fouled up somehow. He kind of spirals. He misses the stadium. We're sitting in the press box. He misses the stadium. We watch him kind of glance off a tree, slide into a driveway, and bounce off a carport across the road over there. And we delayed the start of the game
Because he was carrying the game ball.
Yeah, he broke his ankle. He's not, hurt badly. He was obviously hurt, but he broke his ankle.
It worse.
But the ambulance that was there at the stadium for the start of the game had to go over and take care of him, so we could not kick until we had an ambulance back on site. So we delayed the start of the game for about 20 minutes, which, answered the age-old question: if you have skydivers to start the game, one of them, splat, do you play?
Yeah.
If they only break a leg, you play late.
Yep.
So it didn't answer the question if the
One of the
skydiver,
players.
it didn't pan out.
Skydiving.
Do you play?
Oh, when he was like
That was
skydiving
we
over
wanted
us?
skydivers here for years, but
They have to postpone.
one of our old
That happened in 2022. Someone was like
splat.
paragliding over the
Postpone
stadium.
or move to the high school stadium, while they clean up the turf.
Well, it wasn't matter. Just out of respect, Out of respect for the
Thinking about cleaning up the turf.
Well, that would be. They got a machine for it.
Permanent logo.
Yeah, it's true. That would be something that everybody would talk about for quite some time, and I hope. Any
never
skydivers here?
We hope it never happens.
No skydivers here tonight. It's Corey's skydiver. He's only failed once.
Yes.
He's only failed once.
I love
So, broken
skydiving. I'm
leg.
not doing that.
So anyway, you got that coming up. You got McNeese down there in 3 weeks to start the conference season. It's Jackson on the road against North Texas a week from Saturday night in Denton, Texas. Mentioned going into the break, the spot here on the break, the Sawmill Collective. You mentioned when we were speaking a few moments ago about attacking the player portal. I would assume that NIL and the collective are a big part of how you do that.
Well, actually, no. We don't. We have yet to, and I don't plan to, spend money in recruiting.
Okay.
Jordan Neighbors is a classic example. He was offered, what would that be, 5 figures, to go to Talkng State and a few other schools. He came here for a full scholarship, and so that I just don't believe in giving money out to players that aren't part of the program right now. And so our collective, what we've done, and again, this could change someday in the future, but it's just a lot different than basketball and major college football. Ours is just to retain and so Ed Bobineau, case in point, he got offered a bunch of money to leave. I committed to him that we'd raise X amount of dollars for him to stay, and he shook my hand, stayed for about 1/10 of what he was offered. Because he wants to finish here, get his degree here. And so that kind of similar to what we did with Xavier Gibson back in the day. I think UT had offered him right at $100,000 just to get the portal, and he stayed for about 15. And so that's where we've been. Just to be perfectly honest, is somewhere right around $20,000, give or take a little bit. That's what our kids have received through the NIL endeavors. which $20,000, that's a lot of money. We got 136 kids. So you can do the math on a lot of times how that gets spread out or whatnot. So we're just trying to raise money to help us retain, because we're doing a great job of recruiting and developing, but we need these guys to stay, and we can't have them leaving. And so we're going to use that retention 100%, and then those guys will be our best recruiters, because now here comes said kid, here comes Rob Myers, who's been offered X amount of dollars at this place. Well, we can introduce him to 5 or 6 players on our team that make that, or then some. Hey, come here and do right, and you're going to get paid. You're going to earn, some NIL opportunities, and it's not just paying these kids. I mean, these kids are going out and they're being involved in the community. They're glory gang. They're at the schools. They're at the local, charities and events, and the people that run the collective do a great job of getting them out and involved. And those kids are blessed for it. But it's a neat deal.
It is something that, and using it in that regard, retention, keeping people here. When you get that culture in place, it feeds upon itself. There's a very successful FCS program that may or may not have won back-to-back national championships. Kids want to be there, and if they want to stay, you're only going to be better because of it.
You cannot buy a championship. I don't believe that you can. I mean, ask A&M how that's working out for them. And that's what I'll tell everybody. The guys that received NIL with football last year, they got $200 or $300 a month. And I promise you, they would cash that. They'd get that check, and there was more joy in their heart than some of those guys in Austin or College Station that are getting $40 grand a month that are mad because their teammates getting $45 grand a month. And so it just makes them. They feel big time. They feel appreciated, and that money goes a long ways. Ed Bobineau, who's arguably our best player, he got $3 grand last year. $3,000 is what he got. You know what he did with it? He bought his mom a bed. His mom's in bad health, kind of bedridden. He bought her a bed. You drive through our parking lot, there's not a bunch of fancy new cars. Most of them don't have the car. Yeah. Yeah, you've seen the 73 Bronco I roll around in.
I was going to ask about the old Bronco because
it's full of water right now.
Do the boys like riding that?
They love it, but we had a downpour here and it was not in the garage, so it gets some wet seats right now.
Because the old 73 Bronco does not have a roof, or does it have doors?
No, nor windshield wipers.
Yeah.
So it's a fun ride, but it was a little hot.
It would be rustic.
The truck I usually drive, another young coach, his truck broke down, so he borrowed my truck and I drove the Bronco all through camp, and it was a hot ride. I mean, it's a heat index of about 109. You're driving with no doors, no windshield, no AC, no nothing. It's tough.
Especially, I mean, top of your head, a lot of sun.
That's easy there. We can talk about a lot of things. You start calling me bald.
Not your head.
We're fixing to throw hands here in Buffalo Wild Wings.
But I mean, people at your head.
Yes, okay, sure.
Sid may not have a problem. Yes, wait a minute, he does.
Yes.
He would too.
Chris, Alan, he's making fun of us, guys.
I'm not looking down. Mine's kind of just swirls up here at the top.
Does that tell everybody my hair color is clear?
Yes. Mine's vanishing.
Yes.
Is what mine is. But nevertheless, the old 73 Bronco, but again, the parking lot not full of.
And it's just, that's what I'm saying. I mean, this helps a lot. Majority of my kids come from broken homes, and they've got moms that are working two jobs, and mom has a hard time. The economics of the world right now, and the inflation, and what it costs to fill your gas tank. It's hard for that mom that's working 2 jobs to come watch her son play. And so if a kid gets a couple extra $100 a month, that helps mom get here and watch him play. And people can get behind it. And I understand. I'm not, I support it, but I'm not behind the thousands of dollars in paying players to play. That I wouldn't write a check for that. But retain and reward, I'm all about it.
I understand that, and more power to them. Everybody should earn what they can earn. They should not be restricted to earn money if they have that ability to do so. But just being paid just to play, there's something us older people just kind of feels wrong.
It's tough, and that's where I think our locker room
Because I
and the
want
kids
to
that are here
be here for when I'm
appreciate it.
talking to Miss
They
Eileen.
talk all these new transfers. Those transfers are telling me, I was offered this by Tarleton, this by.
We're gonna go get French
And
fries
we are
after
behind.
this.
That's where, Tarleton spent over $375,000.
And I'll go home and get in the shower real fast.
A little more than 200,000.
Yeah.
Austin P was
Okay,
Carnegie, I've been told that's close to 300. And so we've got to catch up.
But I have to go to the bathroom after this
Helps.
stuff.
I mean,
And then I'll ask Miss Eileen and then we'll go.
$15 a month. We've doubled what we did.
No, I'm
last
still
year.
recording.
That's-
I don't wanna-
That's going to double the excitement,
I'm
the feeling,
recording
and the
still.
gratitude in our locker room. So it's been live for about a week, and it has
You all
really
right?
taken off. It's been very well received. A lot of alums and fans and just folks online that are signing up. I shoot them all an email. Hey, thank you, because it means a lot. It makes me feel good that people care about the kids in our program.
Yep, so don't forget it, Sawmill Collective, get involved with it, help SFA Athletics as we move forward, as we rejoin the Southland Conference, and it all starts Thursday night for Lumberjack football, soccer, volleyball, both underway as well. Coach Carthel's been here. We will see his team in action Thursday night as the little hands on the 8, big hands approach the 12, Coach. That means we have finished our duties here on Monday night. We'll be back here 3 weeks from tonight. Buffalo Wild Wings.
3 weeks.
This has been, Coach, it's been a pretty good night.
Been a fun night.
Look forward to an exciting Thursday night.
But I'm gonna record the commercial.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hey Mom, I'm gonna record
A
the
W
commercial.
Thursday
all
night.
right?
You heard the guarantee from Coach Carthel right here on the initial coaches show. We'll see you Thursday night from Homer Bryce Stadium. That's where we're going to be, right? That's right. Homer Bryce Stadium Thursday night, 7 p.m.
No skydivers.
No skydivers, and we will kick precisely at 7 p.m. Thursday night from Homer Bryce Stadium. I'm Rob Myers from Coach Carthel. Thank all of you for coming out. We'll see you in 3 weeks here. Buffalo Wild Wings on Lumberjack.
Yeah! First I have to commercial this. And I have to go to the bathroom.
That's performance because we get to know you, your family, your business, and your community to talk to your financial